Hello guys, it's Glamit here and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to be talking a little bit about the Datacron for Bfsoj Scion of Django. Now guys, I just want to put it out there. I understand I'm a little bit late to the party here because, you know, it's been out for a few weeks. But I do want to give my take on it. I think it's an incredibly strong Datacron. Incredibly strong. And you can do so much with it defensively and offensively. Now in terms of the defensive team, it's in 3v3 and you're going to be running Tusken Chieftain. It can cause problems. I've been setting it for the last week or so, and the only team that's able to one-shot it at the moment is General Skywalker, because obviously he is protection-based, so Boba Fett can't actually hit anyone until Gas sits down. And because he's not hitting anyone, Gas kind of wrecks that team. But outside of that, it's a very nice team. Now, in terms of offensive capabilities, that's really what this video is about. I'm going to be showing you some battles. Now, I want to show you the mods to begin with, because I have remodded him and took him to Relic 8 since getting the Datacron. Now, some of the footage, especially the Jabba battles, which were in Squad Arena, was with Relic 6 and really subpar mods. Since then, I've changed his mods, I've upped his Relic levels, and my god, guys, he is insane. So, I've got him with a offense and crit chance set. I have him at 268 speed, just over 10k offense. And yeah, he's looking pretty good there. Now, I have all the Omicrons. There is one battle from TW here, so you'll be able to see that. And I actually went and took Fennec to R8 as well. She needs 6 dotting on the mods, so ignore that. She's also a little bit slow. But she has nice offense there as well. But honestly, guys, don't worry about that. You can run this with a Relic 5 Fennec. You're going to be completely fine. So, if you don't know what the Datacron is, I'll quickly show that to you here. So if we go Datacrons... Here we go, Focused Cron. So we have this one. So it gives you 95% crit damage, 110% crit chance, 100% armor penetration, and some resistance penetration. But really, the power of this Cron, guys, is in the level 15 and the level 12. So the level 12 is basically going to be giving Loyal Hand. A Loyal Hand is giving offense bonuses. I think it's 10% offense per stack. So once you start getting stacks of Loyal Hand, man, you're going to be hitting so hard. And the best thing is, Boba Fett Scion of Django gains these bonuses if he's in the leader slot. Because when I saw this Cron, I was thinking to myself, why wouldn't you run Fennec in the lead and Boba as a support? But there's no reason to do that. Then you look at the special here. Boba Fett Scion of Django gains 100% speed when he has less than 10 stacks of momentum. He's also going to gain 3 stacks of Beskar. That means he's immune to crits. It also means he's going to be counter-attacking. And all enemies are inflicted with target lock, which can't be resisted, prevented, dispelled. And then he also ignores protection. Now, if there's no galactic legend from Empire, so basically Lord Vader, and Fennec is the only ally, while he's active, they will have 75% health, offense, instant defeat immunity, and they gain immunity to ability block days, healing immunity, shock stun, basically everything. And he also gains turn meter when he gains momentum. And then he also dispels foresight from everyone. It's just really, really nice. So, let me roll some footage here, guys. Here we go. So, the first battle up is actually against Gungans. And this was in Squad Arena. That's where the majority of this testing came from. And it works really, really well because, guys, you don't need to really... you just don't need to really worry about, you know, destroying the generator because you just ignore the protection. So you can kind of just come in and snipe everyone, and it's really, really nice. Now, whether or not this will work in Grand Arena, I don't know. Obviously, when I made this footage, this was like a week old, the footage was with Relic 6 and then Relic 7 on Fennec with pretty bad mods as well. Obviously, the Cron's still going to be exactly the same, but other than that, it's not really that great. So, for example, in that example, that would have been a kill with the Relic 8. And remember, with the Datacron, every time you're getting a kill, you're getting Bounty Hunter Resolve back. Oh, not Bounty Hunter Resolve, sorry. Or is it? I think it might be. I can't even remember the name of the buff, guys. I'm sorry. You guys know what I'm like. Sometimes I just have the worst memory known to man. Basically, every single time you kill someone, you get the revive back, which is really, really nice. So just don't take it against teams that prevent revives. But other than that, you're going to be pretty clean. Actually, in this example, we almost lost to Jar Jar in the end. Maybe the kill order wasn't really the best. I mean, really, what I'm trying to do here is just show you guys that you can actually do some pretty fun stuff with this team. So here's an example, obviously, of Gungans losing. You can try out in Grand Arena Territory Wars if you want. I think TW, this would be a lock-in. because Boba Fett's going to be gaining so much mastery, additional stats, and everything else because of his TW Omicrons. Grand Arena, maybe not. I'm not 100% sure on that one. It would be interesting because Jar Jar would deathmark himself, and then Boba goes in and kills him. Now, I've got some footage of Jabba here, guys, and the first one is a loss. This is with bad mods, as I said, on the team, and low relic levels, and yeah, it just does not go very well. However, guys, you're going to see that you can actually start beating those Jabba teams. Actually, I think this one might actually be the win, so I apologize for that. I've got 3 videos or footage. One was a loss, one was a loss, 2 was a win. This one was actually a win because my opponent, this is Squad Arena obviously, but my opponent had Greedo there, so I don't really understand that one. But yeah, we do actually win this one. The next one is a loss, so you can lose. What I would say is if you're facing someone with Relic 5 Bush Layer, or anything like that, yeah, you can definitely run this as a solid counter. Look at that, Jabba just got nuked. And then Chrysanthemum will die any second now. There we go. And yeah, now we're on to the loss. So with this one, this is a more traditional lineup, and it just doesn't really go that well. I would honestly say, in terms of abilities, I would say use the last special, so the nuke, or use the basic. I wouldn't really do the one I just used there in the opening. I don't really think it's all that hot. Also, there's no Datacron on the enemy team, so just bear that in mind, guys. But if there was Datacrons, it would cause some problems. But you can definitely run it in TW, for example. Now, this one is another win, and this is why you need high relics, guys, on your Jabba team. Because if someone comes in with Bush Layer, I don't care what Datacron you have, if you're getting nuked by Boba in the opening turn, then what can you do? I mean, you guys can see this. You just completely wreck everyone. This is since I took him to R8 as well, so showing increased damage. And I understand some of you will be saying, but Glurmit, man, you're showing Squad Arena testing. I understand that, guys. I've not had the opportunity to try this out in Grand Arena because it's not 5v5. And obviously in TW, I've only used it once, and I'm going to show you that footage at the end of the battle, or end of the video, which is actually incredibly cool. A really nice counter for you guys to learn as well. But yeah, it's a really nice cron. I'm actually kind of enjoying these focus crons. It's just a shame how expensive they are, and I mean that in the nicest way. So moving on to the last battle of today's video, and that is Balin. Now this is a decently invested Balin in TW, and you guys will know that this can be a difficult team to beat. Unless you have this cron with Boba, and bang, everyone just dies. Guys, I don't really know what to say. This was a really cool counter. Really easy. I do think in TW, you can go and beat them JMKs. I'm pretty sure you can beat some Lord Vaders, even though you would want to bring the full team. So Boba, Fennec, IG, all of those. I've beaten some bad Lord Vaders anyway, just with the 2 of them. But there's no real reason to do that when you're in Territory Wars, because yeah, against Lord Vader, you don't actually get the whole if it's only those 2 things. So you don't really need that. But yeah, it's a really nice cron. Decent team. Would I invest in it? Well, guys, my advice to you guys is if you already have Boba Fett at Relic 6, Relic 7, and you have a couple of his Omicrons, I would say taking him to R8 wouldn't be a bad decision. He's needed in a lot of platoons. A lot of guilds need that. And on top of that, he is going to be giving you at least 3 months of insane domination. But really, 4 months. So, you know, and the thing is, just a side note, these crons down here can be applied to non-relic characters. I'm just going to demonstrate it here, just so you guys know. So if you want to invest in a cron nice and early, don't be afraid to do it. So for example, let's say I go and I do my new Bad Batch team that I'm investing in, that I told you guys to invest in. Obviously, you know, just whatever. You can actually run these. There you go. Gear 7. So you can actually run these, which is kind of nuts. And then if I go on a Mega Fugitive, yeah. So you can run the crons even if you don't have the teams at Relic. So if you want to invest in a Datacron and you're maybe a smaller account, and you want to do it slow and steady, or maybe you have loads of mats you've just been hoarding or whatever, don't be afraid to invest in the cron. Maybe eventually use the focus cron, but yeah, there is another use to it. Anyways, guys, I apologize if the video is a little bit disjointed. I know I made some mistakes with the audio. I'm not going to edit it out. However, I just want to say thank you all for the support as always, and I'm sorry I'm not uploading much at the moment, but more videos will be coming out. At least 1 to 2 a week is my aim to begin with. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Glermit, and as always, guys, have a Glermin day.